Well, this is the 11th week of my 1 meal a day journey. And as this week is slowly coming to an end, I wanted to do a video today about what this journey has truly meant to me. And this journey has meant so much to me. And this journey started on November 14 of 2021 with me eating 1 meal a day. But I've been on a journey for much longer than that, in trying to be better health wise, mentally, physically, spiritually, socially, all of the above, and so much more. It started in 2014 when I had experienced a major event in my life that had affected me drastically. And there was a lot of things going on in my world at that time that I was trying to run away from and escape from. And I always grew up believing that as a me being a spiritual person and me being a person of faith, I always grew up believing that you can find refuge in the time of storm in religion. But to my dismay, I wasn't able to find the help, the answers that I needed when I went to religion as I was going through that trial at that time. And that bothered me. It truly bothered me. Although at the time I met a lot of wonderful people in these places of worship, I still left there feeling so empty, so unfulfilled. And I searched the scriptures and I combed through various different type of religious documents and religious books and things like that. But I still was feeling unfulfilled. This went on for quite a while, and eventually I just decided at that time that I would just let mainstream Christianity go. And I decided to not be connected with any mainstream religion at that time. And that has been my way of life since that time. But I think what really was the biggest kicker that made me make that major decision to leave Christianity was that one religion believed this, another religion believed that, one person believed this, another person believed that. They weren't able to come together. They weren't able to come and have a happy medium between one another. And one person was fighting another person. And I always grew up believing we're brother this, we're sister that. But a lot of times I wasn't seeing people acting brotherly or sisterly. And a lot of the things that I was seeing in the world, I was seeing in these places of worship. And that was the last straw for me. And that's why I just said, I will worship at home until I find where worship should be done for me. And that is where I've been worshiping since then. I've been worshiping at home, going within and doing my worship that way. And I found that there were a lot of other people that were just like me, had become disillusioned with religion, and they're worshiping at home, just like me. And some may not agree with that, but that is the road I took at the time. And I'm very satisfied with that. And I found that a lot of people that made that same decision are satisfied with their decision as well. And so here we are today. And many years have passed since that fateful year of 2014, and a lot I have learned since that time. But if I were to tie it into my 1 meal a day journey, I have learned so much since I've been on this journey. I've learned about me. I've learned to appreciate me. I've learned to love me more and more. My self esteem is so high. My sense of self-worth is so high. I appreciate my gifts. I appreciate my talents. I appreciate the talents and gifts that I bring to this world, because we all have gifts and talents. I learned that, and that we are all meant to use those gifts and talents in our everyday lives. I've learned to enjoy my me time. I learned since I've been on this 1 meal a day journey that There'll be times in your life when you're all excited about some new thing that you've learned and you wanted to share it with someone. And you may have had someone that has been a friend of yours for years and years and years. And you may have family members that you're extremely close with, and you're close to them because they've been in your life all of your life. And you come and you present these wonderful things that you've learned. And you may have all of the research, the to back up that stuff that you've learned, and you're sharing it with these individuals, and you're a lot of times not met with the same excitement that you have by the individuals that you're sharing them with. And I'm learning that everyone is not going to agree with the new things that you're learning, the new things that you're excited about. And so that is something that I've learned since I've been on this 1 meal a day journey. And I'm also learning that there'll be times when you get to a point where you're going so much within and you're learning so much and you're growing so much that you're letting go of some of those old beliefs that you had years and years and years, and you're letting go of it. And some friendships you're winding up having to let go of because the energy you have may not jive with the energy that that other individual may have. And even though we're all flawed individuals, that we're all of us have our imperfections, there'll be times when you'll have to let go of certain relationships that are counterproductive for you. So that is something that I've had to do since I've been on this 1 meal a day journey. I've learned that. And I'm learning also, and this is a major thing that I've learned, is that just because you may have friends that you're deeply close with, that you've known for years and years, and some of these friends, you may have even referred to them as best friends. And there are some family members that you have had in your life and you've been extremely close ties with these individuals. And you have eventually had to let a lot of some of those people go because it's just divisions. A lot of divisions and walls are built up between you and some of these individuals. And a lot of it's tied into opposing beliefs. And we wind up sometimes not even having to leave out of these people's lives. They leave out of your lives on their very own accord. So that's something that I've learned as well. And I've also learned that a journey of trying to learn and trying to grow is a journey that you will a lot of times have to be alone in that journey, because a lot of times you'll be on that outside looking in, whereas the majority of the world is going to be in the inside, having you on the outskirts. And you grow to appreciate that alone time, because that is a time where you're continuing in your growth. So that I've learned since I've been on this journey. And another thing that I've learned is about my soul family. I always grew up believing that the biological family that you grew up in is going to be that family that's going to be in your life through the thick and the thin, through the high and the low. They'll be the ones that have your back, and they'll be applauding your successes, and they'll be sad with you when you're sad. But I'm learning now that even though we may still have a few family members that will be that way towards you, I'm learning, and I have learned since I've been on this journey of eating 1 meal a day, that the soul family is the true family that's going to be with you through the thick and the thin, the highs and the lows, and they will get you. They will truly get you when you have a belief or a thought, an idea that may be different from everybody else in the world. They will get you because they will be on the same wavelength as you are. And the light in them will be a light that is reflective of the same light that you have, because you're on the same wavelength. That I have truly learned, because I have soul family members that I've already met, and we definitely totally agree. And so that is what I've learned in the journey that I've been on. And some of you are on your own journeys that may not be exactly like my own journey. And if I were to give you any advice at all today, I would say is stay on your journey from start to finish, because it is nothing like seeing something from the beginning to the very end, and to be able to applaud your successes and realize that you were able to stick with something without quitting, sticking with it. And it just gives you such a feeling of satisfaction, because I feel so satisfied that I've been on a journey and I've stuck with it, and I plan to stick with it, because this is a journey that is a lifetime. This is not like a good book that you're reading and you grow sleepy and you want to put the book down and take your nap and then pick the book up later. No, this journey that I'm on now is a journey of a lifetime, a journey of growth, a journey of becoming more self aware, a journey of connecting with the Most High, and living according to what is presented to you by the Most High is a work of a lifetime. So just reminding you that there'll be those times when you'll be alone, but you do have a tribe of supporters. Some of them you may not even be able to see with your naked eye, but they are there rooting you on, applauding your successes, rooting you on, encouraging you to never give up, never quit, keep on keeping on. And that's what I plan to do. Keep on keeping on. And that's what I'm hoping you will continue to do as well. Keep on keeping on. So that's what I wanted to share with you on this beautiful day. And I do hope that you have a wonderful day for the remainder of this Friday. What is the date? I believe it is January 28, 2022. I will close now by saying, this is Proud Melanated Queen. Have a great day. Take care.